First of all, on behalf of the Czech Peace Movement, which is a member organization of the World Peace Council in the Czech Republic, I would like to express our greetings to everyone here. And we thank to our comrades and friends of the Belgrade Forum for the World of Equals, for the invitation, and for the hospitality. And we would like to assure that these days not only Serbian people commemorates 15th anniversary of the criminal bombing of Yugoslavia, but that this is also important anniversary for all love for peace-loving people in the Czech Republic and abroad. For us in the Czech Republic is significant that these days we don't commemorate only the 15th anniversary of the criminal aggression of NATO against peoples of Yugoslavia, but also the 15th anniversary of the membership of the Czech Republic in NATO. Czech Republic joined this criminal imperialist organization in March 1999, just a few days before the aggression against Yugoslavia. It is important to add that our country joined NATO against the will of its citizens and its people. In spite of a huge propaganda of that time social democratic government about NATO as an organization of security and peace, majority of Czech citizens disagreed with the membership of our country in this alliance. And this collective position of Czech nation, of the majority of Czech nation, was also one of the main reasons why the government and ruling forces disagreed with the referendum and why they refused to organizing the referendum about the Czech Republic membership in NATO. And it's important that a few days after our country joined NATO and became its member, was openly clear that the truth was inside of Czech people that warned on NATO as a war organization, and that Czech ruling forces propaganda description of NATO as a peace organization was completely false. The Czech Republic joined NATO 12th of March 1999 and 24th of March, criminal NATO aggression against peoples of Yugoslavia started. When the criminal 78 days lasting bombing against peoples of Yugoslavia started, it was really shock for all Czech people. Not only because there was a bloody criminal aggression against so fraternal country as Yugoslavia was and people, but also because it was happening with the participation of our country. The reaction on NATO aggression in the Czech Republic was really huge. Every day mass demonstrations and marches took place in many places of our country. There were organized blockades of different military facilities, Ministry of Defense, etc. In spite of the fact, I'm now speaking in the youth part of the conference, I am already eyewitness of that time. Actually, participation in protests against NATO aggression against Yugoslavia was my personal first political activity, and I know that not only for me, but for many others of my generation, was this bloody NATO aggression impulse to become lifelong opponents of imperialism and its wars, aggressions, interventions, and occupations. As I mentioned, majority of Czech people were strongly against the NATO aggression against Yugoslavian brothers and sisters. But let me present you two cases of two Czech persons who, as active servants of imperialism, have personal responsibilities in criminal bombing, and nobody never wash blood from their hands. First of them is Václav Havel, symbol of the so-called Velvet Revolution and the restoration of capitalism in Czechoslovakia. In 1999, he was the president of the Czech Republic. This person, who, during the so-called Velvet Revolution, several times promised that the Czech Republic never join NATO, and as he said, if communists warn about that, they are liars, was a few years after one of main supporters of Czech membership in NATO. And we have to never forget words of Václav Havel when he described the criminal aggression on Yugoslavia as a humanitarian bombing. Humanitarian bombing. In other words, he said that time that Milica Rakic mentioned 3 years old girl which was killed by NATO bombs in April 1999. In other words, he said that he actually received humanitarian aid. Now, when ruling forces in my country and supported by United States and the European Union spend and invest millions of euros to make Václav Havel an icon of democracy and humanity, we have to declare that the history cannot be rewritten, and that we never forget who really this person was and what he did and what role he played also during the criminal bombing of Yugoslavia. The second case is Madeleine Albright, who was during the imperialist aggression the State Secretary of United States, the Foreign Ministry. And I'm sure Serbian friends and comrades know that she has Czech origins. She's Czech. She grew up here in Belgrade before the Second World War. And after 60 years after that, she was one of the most responsible persons who decided to attack Yugoslavia. And it was already mentioned by some speakers before, but let me underline that it is also the person who received a lot of money, millions of euros, dollars from Kosovo, because she privatized, let's say, Kosovo's telecommunication industry, and through its company, which in that time used the name Albright Group. 1 year ago, Madeleine Albright came to Prague, to the Czech Republic, to present her memoirs book and to sign this book publicly. And this public event was attended by many activists of the peace movement who came there not to give her book, to sign it, but to bring her photos, pictures of victims of the bombing of Yugoslavia. And they asked her to sign these pictures, because these pictures were her real work. And Madeleine Albright left from this event when she saw those pictures, and she just said, she called peace activists, mainly Czechs, but also some Serbians. She called them disgusting Serbs. She used this racist, chauvinistic call to them. Disgusting Serbs. I wanted to mention those two people involved in criminal bombing of Yugoslavia, not only because they are, unfortunately, connected to my country, but also to present what kind of people have personal responsibility for the aggression in 1999 as active servants of capital and imperialism. Comrades and friends, I don't want to speak more. Just let me tell you that if we commemorating these days the 15th anniversary of the aggressions against Yugoslavia, we of course have to, and we do it, we have to recognize continuity of the imperialist policy as was after Yugoslavia demonstrated by United States of America, European Union, NATO, in many other places. For instance, in Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, and of course, which we can see today in Syria, Ukraine, or in Venezuela. Facing this situation, we clearly see the necessity of the reinforcement of the international peace movement and the importance of the World Peace Council, which celebrates this year its 65th anniversary, 65th anniversary of the struggle for peace against war and imperialism. Also for this reason, I have to underline huge participation of the World Peace Council member organizations from many countries of the world which participate here in this important conference. And once again, I would like to appreciate the hospitality of our friends and comrades of the Belgrade Forum for the word of equals and other Serbian organizers, and I would like to assure them that we are still in solidarity with them, with solidarity with Serbian people and other peoples of former Yugoslavia. Let me finish by saying that this today and yesterday conference was and is really important event of our common international struggle against the world of imperialism and against the world of wars, and really important event of our common struggle for another world of peace, solidarity, and social justice. Thank you.